This is going to be a quick run through to recap all the things that you're going to be doing in your assessment. So the very first thing you're going to do when you go up to the desk is you're going to go over to the show control section, hit it, and you're going to want to go to the scenes tab using the arrow. You can then find your scene or load your scene from your USB. Press the right arrow to confirm, and this will load up your previously saved scene. Now we're going to go set the gain on our first channel. So I'm going to ask my musician to play the kick drum consistently so that I can set the gain. I'm going to go to the relevant channel where that microphone is plugged in and select it. I can now go to the gain section where I can start setting the gain to the right level. What I'm doing is I'm going to aim for minus 12 dB. I'm turning it to the right to increase the signal. If you're not getting any signal, you're going to need to give it phantom power. Once I've got signal coming through, I'm going to listen to it by turning up the channel's fader. I can hear it. If I hear any issues with that, or any parts of the quality of the sound that I don't like, I would talk to my musicians on stage or my engineers to ask them to move around the microphone or fix whatever the issue might be. If this was a snare, I could ask, if this was a bottom snare, I could reduce the, I could flip the phase so that it's in phase with the top snare. While I'm here, I'm going to view my equalizer so I can see if there's any low cut I can apply to this. And I can see here it's coming in at around 50. So I'm going to turn on the low cut, turn it in. I'm going to ask myself, do I need to apply a gate or a compressor? At the moment, there's no bleed, and it's very likely that there won't be any bleed coming through on that microphone. But if I needed to, I can view the compressor, and I can see where the signal is here. Turn the compressor on, and I can start applying it and choosing an envelope that works for this instrument. And there I can hear that the gate is starting to chop up my sound. So I'm going to increase the release so I get an effective kick. Moving on to my compressor, I'm going to view it, turn it on, and I'm going to start applying some subtle compression. And I'm just going to increase the attack a little bit. Bring back the release just to get a little bit extra punch out of that kick. If I need to apply any EQ, I can turn on the equalizer here and then choose which curve I would like to boost. I'm going to use the third curve to bring in some of that bite or slap out of the kick. I'm going to increase the gain and turn the EQ on. And then I'm going to move my frequency around to try and find it, and then dial it back. The next area is our bus ends, and I'm not going to be sending my kick to any buses, but I am going to send it to the subwoofer. So I need to turn this button here on, and then turn up this dial so that it's being sent to the subwoofer. The subwoofer volume control is on the last output, right there. So as I turn this up, I can now hear the subwoofer. Once the subwoofer's up, I can dial in how much of that kick I want to hear coming out of the sub. Don't need to pan my kick, but if I would need to, it would be right there.